Nostalgia. 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 What is nostalgia? It's that feeling you get when you become old and bitter and realize all the things you cherished in your childhood are long gone, leaving you alone with the dread that accompanies every waking moment of your life.
Who? Me?
Viewtiful Joe, a game released 20 excruciating years ago, developed by Clover Studio and directed by everybody's favorite Hideki Kamiya, the chaddest chad that ever chud. And here's Joe, clearly a self-inserted character because this lad is so alpha he even rejects his girlfriend's advances because he's a man of taste who wants to watch his goddamn movies.
Joe, honey, why don't you show me some off-screen action?
I said cut it out. They don't show these old movies all the time, you know.
Be gone, fuck!
He likes them so much he gets sucked into movie land and becomes a Power Ranger whenever he says
Back to the go-go, baby!
sushi is go-go?
Back to the go-go, baby!
Genshin is a no-go?
Back to the go-go, baby!
Gojira go-go? I need to check this 1 second. Yeah, never gonna say that. Viewtiful Joe is brilliant, cheerful. It's the kind of game that makes you smile, whether because of its exciting set pieces, the colorful art direction, or how goofy the dialogues can get.
What, you think you're some kind of Mega Man or something?
Just call me... I haven't come up with a good name yet.
It's Viewtiful Joe. Oh, come on, how can you not feel a slight warm in your heart when you say this? At its core, it's a very basic side-scrolling beat-em-up, with a gameplay that revolves around Viewtiful Joe's super abilities, aptly called visual effects, and they're even better than Warner Bros. Movies VFX. Okay, setting a low bar here. Dodging bullets in slow-mo, running and punching at Mach 3 speed, zooming in for dramatic ultra punches. It's nothing incredibly unique on its own, but each of these powers works in conjunction with the other so well it makes the combat addicting and never boring from start to finish. But abuse of your special effects and you'll get a Hollywood strike, and Viewtiful Joe will turn into... I guess... Average Joe? I might be onto something here. The movie setting also allows the game to constantly change scenario. One moment you're storming a castle, the next you're escaping from a flying submarine, then you're in space, and finally in the most perilous place in the entire planet. France. It's non-stop action, although I did have some gripes. Tanks and jets serve as mini-bosses in most levels, but they're all boring bullet sponges that take forever to destroy, and the puzzles, although smart and not obvious to solve, sometimes can become a proper slog. See these missiles? I've got to destroy those battleships with them. Yep, it's gonna take a while. One down, way too many left to go. Oh, now I died. Time to redo it all over again. Best thing about playing this game in this day and age is seeing how Viewtiful Joe already presented core staples of Kamiya's future games under the Platinum Games umbrella. An easy to learn but hard to master combat system, the foul-mouthed and exuberant main character, sub-chapters that end with a score to judge the player's performance, although I feel like they're a bit too harsh this time around, slow motion being the bread and butter of your abilities, and... boobs. And a little attention to details. Oh god, so many things I loved here! When you use your special effects, film perforations appear on screen. Each level begins with a title card and ends with a cutscene that introduces the next episode of the story. If you run out of powers, the screen will show film grain and damage. Whenever you pause, you can hear the director calling for a break.
Let's take a break!
And when you die, he'll scream on top of his lungs.
Cut! Cut! Cut!
Funny, huh? Well, get ready to hear that a lot. For the love of God, don't do my same mistakes here. Don't let the cheery cartoonish style fool you, and don't pick hard difficulty just to show everyone you have a massive Glock. It's hard, my god is it hard. It might look and feel like a mindless button smasher, but no, this game will chew your gonads if you don't approach it with respect. It's vital that you learn how to dodge, and bosses don't even have clear openings, and understanding just how to attack them is a puzzle on its own. It's hell on earth if you deplete your VFX bar, because you will be completely powerless and open to attacks. And if you lose your lives, that's it. You're back to the start of the level. But you know, I'm not even mad at this. I enjoy a proper challenge. You know what I don't like though? Crap like this. That's me being hit by a trap at the beginning of the level, which sends me back to another area, damaging me and also making me wait for the loading to end. But come on, it's just a minor nitpick, right? You will change your mind when you realize that the real enemy of this game is the sodding crotch flaming camera. It's so up close to Joe, you can't see anything. You'll be hit by enemies out of your field of view constantly, so you'll have to rely on audio cues that sometimes might not even play. How the hell was I supposed to predict that, Kamiya?
Gave me that same cold, icy stare again.
And still, this is nothing. The real pain is episode 5. Jesus H. Lovecraft Christ, this goddamn level was the bane of my existence. Remember those bullet sponge mini bosses I talked about earlier? In this level, you don't get 1, nor 2, nor 3, but 5 of the blasted things. And between them there's this platforming section where the camera purposefully hides the fact that there's lava under you. You have to move at a snail pace to jump from one platform to the other, and when you finally get to the end, this is your reward. Death. Oh, I'm C for crappy? Well, you're D for defunct. Don't misunderstand me. I still love the hell out of this game, even if it got very frustrating. You just need patience and attention, and you will be rewarded with a boss rush level where you need to fight almost all the previous bosses one after the other without checkpoints, and then ends with probably the hardest boss of the entire game. Here we go again.